Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for April the 5th. We're going to see what's going on. We'll check out the overall energy and then we'll look at how that impacts each particular sign as we go through the zodiac. Overall energy is showing up as what do we have? Ooh, strength coming up in reverse. Okay, this can be talking about something that is our weakness. This can be talking about skipping a trip to the gym if we normally go to the gym. I've seen it do that before. This can talk about not feeling very full of vitality. So this can actually, psychically, this is a card that can read several different ways. And so we're going to see how it pulls in for each zodiac sign as we go through the day. All right, let's start with Aries and see what we have. Aries there. Okay. So Aries, we're showing the lovers coming up here for you guys. This talks about some kind of partnership. Does not necessarily have to be a love partnership, although it could. Okay, so we've got some type of partnership showing up here. And with that strength card in reverse, we're looking at that today you're seeing some kind of chink in the foundation, some kind of weakness in that partnership. And so this is a great time once you see that. Now you're aware. Now it's time to see what you can do to improve that situation. This isn't talking about not getting along. This isn't talking about the partnership falling apart. This is talking about just seeing that there's something that could be improved upon and what are we going to do about it, basically. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Taurus. All right. So, Taurus, what do we have here? Page of Cups showing up for you guys. Page of Cups. You've got somebody who is, this is interesting, somebody who's showing you how they feel about you. I'm sorry, spirits in my ear. I'm kind of cracking up here. Um, Somebody is letting you know how they feel about you, but you may be thinking that whenever they express this to you, your first thought may really be, "That's weak. That's weak, man." Like there is so much more that could be said, and you're gonna say it like this. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So could be somebody trying to express how they feel to us. We may be feeling like that's not really a legitimate expression of how they feel to us. Feel about us. We may feel like they're not telling the truth, or we may feel like their appreciation level is not taking into consideration a whole lot of things that could be coming up as well. Whatever this expression of affection or love is, whew, it's weak, man. Weak with that strength in reverse. That's hilarious. All right, let's look at Gemini. So Gemini, Justice card coming up, right side up with that Strength card in reverse. There is some kind of decision that is being made today that has influence over your life and probably over other people's lives. And this decision is a fair decision. It's a good one. But the problem is there are no teeth in this decision. There's no enforcement behind it. Somebody can decide things all they want, but as long as nobody's enforcing it, nothing's really happening. That's what I feel like's going on here for you, Geminis. Next up, we're looking at Cancer. Judgment card. Okay, Cancers, it's time to use your good judgment today whenever it comes to some type of situation in your world. Don't be weak about it with that strength card in reverse. You could be thinking, well, I'm just going to listen to my heart. Don't do that this time. Don't do that this time. Make sure that you're looking at this from all aspects and that you're looking at it logically, that you're not allowing yourself to just be led down the primrose path, as they say. Okay? Next, let's look at Leo. Ace of Pentacles, you are receiving some kind of gift. I'm going to say it's a smaller version of a gift that you're receiving today with that Strength card in reverse. It may or may not be useful to you. For some of you, it'll be a smaller gift that is useful. For others of you, it may be a gift that's not even really useful to you at all or meaningful to you at all. You know, there's something about this that it's not a huge thing. The other person might think it's a huge thing. It's not. All right, next let's look at Virgo. Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Virgos, you've got somebody in your sphere of influence who is trying to say, look, I've been totally generous with you. I've done this, I've done that, da 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 da. And you haven't really used that to move yourself forward. So now I'm just done with that. And they're crossing their arms and they're walking away. Here's the thing. I feel like there's a couple of ways that this is coming through. So for some of you, who am I talking to again? Is this Virgos? Yes. For some of you, this person saying that they've helped you in any way, shape, or form is kind of weak. Like, really? That part is the situation that's weak. For others of you, this is somebody who has genuinely helped you is now saying, oh, I'm not helping you anymore. That is weak. Like their boundary there is weak. There's, I'm going to say, I think there's a few key things that could be done or that could be said that would change that. And that person would be right back to helping you. Okay. So that's for Virgo. Next, let's look at, who is this? Libra. Knight of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Your money game is weak today, Libras. Knight of Pentacles in reverse talks about this idea of um, spending money that is not really in the budget or doing something that does not bring that money into the budget that you need to be bringing in. Now, luckily, with the Strength card in reverse, that's actually playing out in your favor because it says that whatever you're doing is not the biggest problem that it could be. It's more of a little problem. So you just want to get on top of it as quickly as possible. Next up, we're looking at Scorpio. Seven of Rods showing up for Scorpios in reverse. Boop, ba-da-doo, boop, boop. Scorpios, I'm going to say that with that Seven of Rods, somebody is pushing our boundaries, okay? Somebody is testing some boundaries that we have set to see if we're going to really stick by them or if we're going to let them go and let them roll right over them. All right. Now, with that Strength card coming up in reverse, I don't think they're pushing really hard on this fence. Not super hard. They're going to be testing it, but they're not going to test it a whole lot. So I don't think that we have to expect somebody to basically cause an earthquake to try to get over our boundaries, but there definitely will be somebody checking them to see, are the gates secure? Are these boundaries real? Okay. Be aware. Heads up. Next up, we're going to look at Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius world card coming up in reverse tells me that you have something going on that you thought it was ideal, and now you're realizing, not exactly. There's some fine tuning or some tweaking of my ideal that I want to shoot for here. With that Strength card coming up in reverse, it's not far from ideal. This is really emphasizing that it's pretty darn close to ideal. There's not a huge difference between your ideal and what you have in front of you. Okay, next up, we're looking at Capricorn. King of Pentacles, that's you yourself showing up in your readings, Capricorn. You may not be feeling totally like yourself today. You may be feeling just a little bit off with that Strength card in reverse. You're not feeling like your usual in command self. Excuse me. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Moon card coming up in reverse. We like it, Aquarius. Okay, but we're going to have to be attentive here. The Moon card in reverse talks about some kind of truth that is coming up. Not that we're digging for it, it just comes up right in front of us, just organically. That's what I'm looking for. Now, with the Strength card coming up in reverse, it's coming up in sort of a weak way. So it's not going to like pop up and show its head and do a little dance in front of us. This is some kind of truth that whenever it pops up, it's going to pop up kind of subtly. So we want to be attentive and make sure that we're catching this truth whenever it shows up. It's always the truth that will make you free. I am a Scorpio. I believe information is power. So when people say the truth will make you free, I'm totally on board with that. That's why you want to catch this truth when it shows up. You don't want to let it just glide by you because it's subtle. All right. And who was that? That was Aquarius. Next up, we're going to look at Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, what do we have? Wheel of Fortune showing up for you guys. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. Wheel of Fortune, things are falling into place for you today. We like it. It's really good. It is a good time if you want to ask for like a promotion or ask any favors. This is probably a beneficial time to actually do that with the Wheel of Fortune. It does talk about good timing. But with that Strength card coming up in reverse, this is not the strongest good timing that we've ever had. This is good, but it's not like over the top great. So we do want to still make sure that we're not just doing things recklessly. We want to set the foundation whenever we come in and we ask for whatever it is that we want to ask. We want to also give good reason for somebody to do that. Okay. All right, guys, this is what I have for today. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I do appreciate some of your precious time. Thank you also for smashing that thumbs up, sharing this video out, and putting comments down below. I will be reading for some of you for heaven's sake today, live and in person, maybe a phone reading too. But I'm looking forward to that. And everybody have a fantastic day. Peace out.